Ah, the evolution of a typical World of Tanks player. You know the story. You know how it goes. You start at Tier 1, and you're a clueless, useless, pathetic noob. Then you get to Tier 2, and you're a clueless, useless, pathetic noob. By Tier 3, you start to get more sophisticated. If the map has water on it, you learn you can drown yourself before the enemies kill you at the end of the game. By Tier 4 is when you first get one-shot by a KV-2. At Tier 5, you get really serious about the game and you buy yourself a camo net and you hide at A1 all game. At Tier 6, you realize you suck because someone on your team with XVM tells you so in chat. You reach Tier 7, you unlock the Panther, you play a few games. You realize you should have gone down the Russian lines instead, but undaunted, you reach Tier 8. You grind 347 games in your Panther 2, feeling inadequate and useless the whole time. You get to Tier 9 and you unlock the Leopard prototype. You play one game and sell it in frustration immediately afterwards. You go back to Tier 1 and start all over again, this time grinding the Russian medium lines like you should have in the first place. Then you get to Tier 10 and you become an unemployed Tier 10 stat patter. Supposed to say, hey guys, it's Klaus. Look at this. Look what I got on the screen here. I got Ravioli, an AMX ELC even, and an M5355. 3 tanks. Why? Because we're going to watch the game from 3 perspectives. Growl Tiger from the Fallen Clan in the Ravio Lorize. Noob Tube in the AMX ELC even 90. And Alligator Boz in the M5355. 3 players that played a game. I'm getting warmed up here because there's a lot to juggle because there's 3 guys. There's 3 guys, 1 game, 3 guys. I'm going to show you the game. They're all on the same team, by the way. They're not platooned. They're just playing, and they have 3 completely different tanks, 3 completely different jobs, 3 completely different play styles, and we're going to watch what happens in this game. We're going to start it off with old Noob Tube here in his AMX ELC even 90. Is that what this thing is? The little premium tank, the Tier 8 French one. And what does he do? He drives up immediately out here and sits in this little bush in his little tank. And he's got a camo net and binocs and food. And he's pinging the Mac because he's going to spot all the enemies. And his teammates are going to shoot. And that's basically what he does for the first 2/3 of the game. So thank you for your contribution. Let's now switch to see what your teammates are doing. Well, old Growl Tiger here in his Ravioli, when the game starts, goes in a strange direction for a Tier 8 medium tank. He heads down to the south. He's hoping that there's going to be some early spots so he can get some shots. And you know what? That ELC even that moved into that bush, he is going to spot some people. And old Mr. Zoom in, zoom out, Growl Tiger, what the hell are you doing with your freaking mouse wheel, man? You're giving us all a headache. Just stop doing that. Now look at all those enemies that are appearing on the screen. That's because of Noob Tube. And old Growler here moves into this bush. And is he going to spot some enemies? Well, there's a Progetto. Who spotted him? Old Noob Tube spotted him. But of course, Growl Tiger here kind of, with the zooming in and the zooming out, you missed, you see? You got to calm down with the zooming in and zooming out. I don't want to watch you right now. Let's switch perspectives. Well, old Alligator Boz here in the artillery is at least smart enough to know that his ELC has moved up there and he's going to immediately take aim at the positions on the map that old Noob Tube is spotting. And of course, he spotted all these guys, so as soon as old Boz is loaded, which he is not yet, because his artillery takes forever to load, as he loaded, he's going to take his first shot. And this guy here is, does he know he's spotted? Well, take that! 495 damage in the face, thanks to the AMX ELC for providing the early spots. But we're not going to concentrate on the artillery here. We're not going to watch old Boz here in the artillery. Although it is nice to see things from the overhead view. Look at these guys that were spotted by the AMX ELC. Let's switch back to the medium tank. Let's switch back to the medium tank, okay? As long as you stop zooming in and zooming out and zooming in and zooming out, because it gives me a freaking headache. We're going to watch the game mainly from Growl Tiger in his M4A1. Because, you know what? Noob Tube spends most of the game in that bush spotting enemies. And the artillery spends most of the game in his little spot shooting enemies, but it gets really exciting at the end, where we'll check in with those two guys. But let's follow most of the game here now from Growl Tiger's perspective. And he is not top tier, and he's in a medium tank. And all three of these guys are playing the game completely differently. They do not know that at the end, the three of them will be instrumental in the outcome of this game. And so the light tank is doing what he's supposed to do. The artillery is doing what he's supposed to do. And really, Growl Tiger is doing what he's supposed to do, and that is like not die as a kind of a bottom tier player at the beginning of the game. He's got a good gun, and he wants to keep it in the game until the end. So that means like don't rush out and die like a pathetic, useless moron at the beginning. So here he is. He's got a motion beside him, which is kind of strange, but there he gets his first shot. His first shot. And then he ditches for cover. Come on, hide. Get behind cover there. Good job, good job. He did not want to get hit back. And the game is starting off pretty slow, but you know what map they're on? They're on Kampenovka. And, oh, look at the mini-map. There is a Type 5 Heavy that's moved into the swamp. In front. Okay, we got to switch back and see that. Hold on a second. Okay, we've switched back to NoobTube in the ELC Even 90. I'm making it up as I go along, guys, but look at this. There's a Type 5 Heavy driving in the swamp there. What the hell is that guy doing? He's just going to get shot up. And old NoobTube there as well. There's a Type 5 Heavy in front of me. I am no longer spotting here, so kudos to him. He says, well, screw this. I'm not going to stay in my bush anymore. If a heavy tank has even gone further than I have, let me find a different little bush to sit in. Now, this guy likes to sit in bushes. And he's equipped his tank perfectly for that. He's got the camo net and binocs and the food. I don't know what his camo or his view range would be, but look at this. He's moved into another little bush. No one knows he's here. His sixth sense did not go off. And his camo net and binocs have engaged. Did he just spot this guy? I think he might. No, everyone is outside his maximum detection range. So really, he isn't doing anything here. So, yeah, what the hell? Let's switch back to the ravioli. So here he is in his bush, and he's noticed the ELC has moved up. He's also noticed the motion and the type, what is that, a Type 61 have moved up. So, yeah, why not? Why not drive up? It's pretty boring so far, isn't it, guys? Pretty boring. But all hell's going to break loose soon. And now finally, they've come, this enemy team who, I guess the enemy team has won the hill. And it's a typical game on Malinovka. You don't know where the hell the enemies are because there's so many bushes. But the first 2 or 3 or 4 minutes is just camping. And now finally some tanks have moved up. And now he's moved into a position where he can't take any shots because I have no idea what's going on in this replay. And I didn't watch them before. And what the hell? Let's at least switch to someone who's going to do something. Well, old NoobTube here sitting in his bush has realized again that everyone's past him. So time to move to another bush. And I think this guy knows every single bush in the game because look what he's doing here. He's taking the long way because he's looking at his view range circles and making sure he doesn't get detected. And now he's going through the low ground. And where's he going to go? He is actually going to go and park in this bush right here, which is a good enemy bush if there was an enemy scout tank, but there's nobody here. And now his binocs and camo net are going to kick in. And there you go. Now he's getting some spotting assists. So he is obviously spotting those guys over there. So might as well sit in this bush for a while. Let's switch back. Now Growl Tiger is still here amongst his heavies. They've pushed this south side, but they've lost the hill. They've lost the hill. And he's going to try and get some shots here, but I don't think he's going to be able to penetrate anyone. Look at the size of the tanks he's trying to shoot. Oh, he's waited for the enemy TD to turn sideways, and he's penned a shot. Hey, how come the artillery's not dead? How come the artillery's not dead? They lost the hill. The enemies have moved right in. What the hell? Let's check on the artillery. Well, old Alligator Boz in the M53, M55 does not have 2 stripes on his barrel by fluke. Earlier in the game, look at the minimap, he realized that the hill was lost and that the enemy teams were probably controlling the hill and going to wipe out that flank. He also noticed that his team was pushing south. So he is an SPG driver that understands that P stands for propelled. And he propelled himself down to the south, slowly taking pot shots along the way. as he moves, reloads, takes a shot, and then moves again. And, you know, he's an SPG, so he can take a shot and miss. That was close. Only 398 damage. Time to propel yourself to a new location. Growl Tiger here is still behind the house, trying to take shots at these high tiers, but he's in a tier 8 tank, so he's still bouncing. But at least he's alive. He's got all his HP. And if you look at the minimap, it's kind of like a counterclockwise game. His team is moving counterclockwise down the west and southern portion of the map, and the enemy teams are moving counterclockwise on the east and north side of the map. The enemies are controlling the north, and now his team is controlling the south. Now these guys are having the game is very close. It's 7-7. He's trying his best here in his tier 8 tank, and he's probably going to bounce again. Does he bounce again? Aim carefully. Yeah. And he's just shooting regular ammo, which is just freaking frustrating in one of these tier 8 premium tanks. You know, you get bottom tier and you bounce. So I don't blame him. He switched to APCR, and now he's got the APCR loaded. Can he help his team? Can he help his team by taking a shot somewhere? The guys in the north that did... Oh, let's see if he actually pens a shot now. Yes. Oh, he's got more skill now. Did you notice that? He pressed 2 twice, and now his skill level has increased. Because now he's got... Now he's going to spam APCR like a motherfucker. But he bounced that. Okay, he penned 1. Let's see if this one goes in. He's still shooting AP... And, oh, this is getting expensive. It's getting expensive. And now they're losing. It's 9-10. Oh boy, look at the enemies. They've totally controlled the high ground now. I see an object and a progetto in the northwest part of the map. They're kind of dead. Ooh, ils sont touchés. Now the Ravio Lorizé is starting to shine. I guess the APCR is giving him some better shell velocity too. Oh, flat on the side. No, that one didn't go through. I don't understand that. He's got some good targets now. Who's he going to shoot? Aim! What are you doing? Aim! He's not taking the shot. What is he doing? What the hell are you doing? What? Just shoot! Okay, he shot. I'm not sure what was going on there. I guess he thought, well, I don't want to bounce again. This is getting expensive. And he's taking shots here. He's taking shots. Oh, he doesn't have that one. He is in the perfect spot. Come on. Oh, this is going to go in if he hits. Well, maybe not. At least he tracked them. Is the artillery shell coming? No, the artillery shell hits the VK. No tracking damage for you! And if we switch perspectives back now to NoobTube in the ELC, AMX ELC even, 90, I guess this is why the artillery was shooting the VK instead. Because if you look at what's happening on the minimap, our ELC is highlighting this VK who is heading south towards the enemies, while that Type 4 Heavy was heading north and not as much of a threat. So, and old NoobTube is pinging the map there on this VK. The artillery is indicating that he's going to shoot him. This poor VK probably... There he is. He's taken one in the face. The ELC is getting the spotting assist. This VK probably thinks he's safe here. He doesn't know why he's spotted. This is why he's getting hammered. He's getting hammered by everyone because of old little NoobTube here, sitting in a bush with his camo net and his binocs. Quietly, smart enough he's not shooting his gun, and now he has to wait for this VK to die. But what the hell is taking so long? Why did it take so long? Let's watch it from the perspective of who actually killed him. Now the first shot here, watch this, watch. This is ridiculous. His first shot, armor not penetrated. He's shooting HE and artillery, armor not penetrated. Okay, well. And why did it take so long for that second shot to come while old NoobTube in the AMX ELC even was pinging the map frantically in his little bush? Well, old Alligator Boz in the M53, M55 had his own problems here. He couldn't take the other shot because this T-28 was moving in on him. And he could get spotted. He's hanging on for dear life. But now watch this. Watch this clutch shot. He just takes this shot. They're knocked out. Reloads, and 30 seconds later can concentrate on the VK. So that's why it took him so long. Here's the first shot. Boom, take 287 in the face. And about 35 seconds later, Old Noob Tube sitting in the bush there quietly, patiently waiting. He's reloaded and enemy armor is destroyed. Talk about patience. Patience on the part of this ELC just sitting in the bush and not firing his gun. And patience on the part of the Raviolorize, who hid behind the house and didn't get killed. Time for old Noob Tube to make another move now. It's still a very close game, but now he can go artillery hunting. Here he goes. He knows that there's some last known positions of enemies up in the north, so there must be an SPG down here somewhere. At least if the enemy SPG does not realize that P stands for propelled. Now, if I was the enemy SPG, I'd be up on the hill right now looking at the mini-map, and my teammates are up there, so why wouldn't he be up there? Maybe he is. Maybe he's a smart SPG. Maybe he has propelled himself somewhere safe. What do you think? Do you think he's propelled himself somewhere safe? Well, let's just follow NoobTube here. Oh, no, he hasn't propelled himself anywhere. He's still here. And one shot from the Rav and one shot from the ELC, and he's taken out. It's right after they take out that artillery that Growl Tiger in his Revalorize, am I saying that right? Moves into this sniping position. And he's going to take some shots at this Type 4. Is he going to actually pen the shots? Let's see. He didn't aim at the ass. When you know what? When you got a shot at the ass, always go for the ass, buddy. He shot the turret instead. And now look at the mini-map in the chat. The artillery, brilliant move here. He says, I'll start capping just to put pressure on the enemy. He goes in the cap, and he can still shoot from the cap. The artillery's taken a lot of HP from that Type 4. And finally, is he going to get to shoot someone? Come on, take a shot here. Shoot. And he is just having a terrible time. Everything is bouncing. Can he save his teammate in the TD? Can he save him? Get a shot. And he's bounced again. Oh, and his teammate is dead now, but this is the only guy left alive. Who's going to get the last kill? Who's going to get the last kill? Is he going to get a shot? Is he going to get a shot? And no, the enemy has gone stealth. Meanwhile, well, old NoobTube here that moved up to spot is starting to grow some balls now that he's done all the spotting, and he's feeling pretty good. And he actually moves in on the Type 4, shoots him on the move, misses the first shot, but watch this. Up the ass, on the move. Hoo-ha! And now, okay, does he get the kill shot on the last guy? Let's watch, there, his teammate has died, but no, he's driving. He's a driving man. He's going to take the long way around. He's going to take the long way around and get a good angle on this guy. He has gone stealth. What does he do? What does he do? He is taking the long way home. He's moving around. I know what's going to happen here. He is pinging the map. He has lit the target. He has lit the target. Oh, he is detected. And of course, while this is going on, old Alligator Boz is waiting patiently, marking the ground, ready to rain terror from above. And the enemy gets spotted. A little minor adjustment. One shot from the Rav, and now let the shell fly. Victory. Victory for the three of them. Well done, guys. And in case you guys didn't notice, from that artillery, an artillery won Faden's medal. Got the last kill with the last shot that he had. He shot all his shots. Got the last kill with his last shot. Ace Tanker on top with over 5,000 damage and 5 kills. Old NoobTube second in XP because he did over 6,000 spotting. And old Growl Tiger over 3,000 damage himself. Alligator Boz and the artillery for your efforts. You get to lose a shit ton of credits. Because why not? Thanks for sending that in, guys. That was fun to do. I like doing these multi-perspective videos. If you guys like that, seeing the game from various different angles, different play styles, how three unlikely partners come together for victory in the end, let me know in the comments. And let's all thank NoobTube, Growl Tiger, and Alligator Boz for a great game. Thanks, guys.